All right, man, Nolan. So we've always had fun questions for you. I got to ask you something, man. Defensive guy, obviously, you take pride in that. If we could build the perfect infield with no teammates, just defensive guys, we're going to have one catcher, obviously at third, one guy at first, obviously second and shortstop. How does that team look?
Ooh.
Just defensive guys. So we'll start with catcher.
So like back in the, like anybody,
Anybody.
just have to be current players.
You can do mixture both.
Oh man, Yachty
Okay.
behind the plate.
First.
We'll go with Albert at first.
Okay.
Roberto Alomar probably at second.
Ooh.
Short. Man. That's a tough one. I'd probably go with Lindor.
Yeah, Lindor's good one. That's a tough one.
That's a good one. Or like Omar Vizquel.
There you go. Yeah, you got two teammates together. Okay.
He's good. Andrew Jones.
Oh, you want to do the okay? Let's go there. Okay.
I'm switching. I'm going off right now.
Okay.
Andrew Jones.
Okay.
Cargo.
Okay.
Left field or right, and then or maybe Vladdy and right.
Okay. Yeah. Senior. Yep.
And then I'll go with third base.
It's you.
Me. Or your
high school teammate.
Chapman.
There you go.
Chapman's a great player. Yeah. Machado. Those guys for sure.
I like that. Speaking of high school team, I never got a chance to ask this. I know you've been asked this a million times, but being able to just say that, in high school I had a teammate like Matt Chapman as well as Austin Roman. Y'all played together. Can you talk about that experience and just seeing both of the guys make it to the pros, to the highest level?
Yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, to have three, and then we got Paul Skeens, obviously, who's arguably the best pitcher in the game, who came from our high school too. But, Romine set the standard, I guess. He was the guy that we were kind of all chasing because he was the first guy we noticed to get drafted and make it to the big leagues. But Chapman's a stud. He's so good, and he deserves a lot of credit for he's turned himself into such a great player. And he's just, it's been a lot of fun to see all the guys come from our school.
Love it. Two more questions for me, man. So one thing that happened in the last couple of weeks, actually, baseball, they lifted the, I guess you want to say the levy off of Pete Rose, petition to make the Hall of Fame. For you as a baseball player, pretty sure you heard a lot of things about Pete Rose, been able to study the game for a long time. What do you think about that? And I think obviously he should be a Hall of Fame, but what are your thoughts about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's great. It's something that, he deserves. The hits leader, I mean, he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. I'm happy they did it. Rest in peace to him, and, I hope his family's great, but it's something that he deserves, and what a player.
Love it. Two-part question for me to end this. So back to the defense, man. Like, I watch you out there take grounders. You have this repetition of just like being in the right spot. You're always in the perfect stance. If I was a young third baseman trying to get into baseball, what would be your advice about defense? What's the most important thing in your opinion?
In my opinion, it's taking ground balls, but every play, backhand, forehand, slow rollers, throw from a knee. I mean, do have spin throws. I mean, you got to do everything. And, you want that to become your instincts. And, don't be just, taking balls right at you and kind of nonchalant. If you want to be a great fielder, you got to take ground balls everywhere. You got to do everything. And that for me, I feel like that's what changed my career is when I started working on backhand, everything. I do everything. And so when the game starts, I don't feel like I got to question anything. Just let my instincts take over.
Cool. Last question. Let's build the perfect third baseman real fast. So we're going to do hitting. We're going to do fielding, which that means the glove and the arm. We're going to do the look. So you got to have a certain look, you're going to look a certain way. And then we're going to do, so we got hitting, look, speed. I mean, I guess that we could do speed, but let's do one that's more unique. Let's do, so we got hitting. That would be two. Let's do three. Let's do defense, hitting, and the look. Let's start off with the look. How does that perfect mutant third baseman look?
For me, perfect looking third baseman, Adrian Beltre. Big old forearms, jacked. Sick. When you look at him, you're like, that guy's a stud. So easy. Beltre. I'll go with Beltre at third. Hitting, it's going to be either Mike Schmidt, over 500 homers.
Yeah.
So I would go with Mike Schmidt.
Hitting, and then the glove work. Defense.
The glove work, obviously you go myself, Machado, Chapman,
all three.
Robinson.
Four. The longest name ever. All four. I like that. Man. Well, Nolan, man, I appreciate your time.
Thank you.